Now inhale, gonna make a circle on the left side and exhale, lean all the way back. Inhale, circle forward from the right side and exhale, circle back from the left side. So making that 360 degrees circular motion with your body, softening every part of your joint. Feel a bit more freedom at your hips here. 2 more circular motion. Now going to circle the opposite direction. Inhale, lean forward and then make that circle. Exhale, circle back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Move at your own pace. Finding some strength on your wrist. Finding some freedom at your hips. Last one. And slowly gonna lean back. Either widen the knees or knees together. Just rest your forehead, resting your elbows. Softening the hips. Connecting with your breath flow. Becoming more aware of your inhalation and exhalation. Starting with regulating your breath. Finding that life force as you becoming more aware of your breathing. One more deep breath here. And slowly come back to your tabletop position. Going to stretch the right leg to the back, parallel to the floor, and slowly going to point the left arm to the side. So you're making a almost letter L with your right leg and left arm. Push your heart away from the mat. 3 more deep breaths here. Noticing the wrist strength. And slowly gonna lower down the hand, lower down the knee. And let's lift up the left leg. Right arm open to the side. And try to open up the fingertips on the left hand. So spread the left fingertips apart like the spider web. 2 more deep breaths here. Push your heart away from the mat. And slowly lower down the right hand. Stretch the right leg to the back and left arm open to the side. Inhale, gonna lift up the hand and the right leg. And exhale, bring it down an inch. Inhale, up an inch. And exhale, lower down an inch. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down the left hand, lower down the right knee. Let's stretch the left leg to the back. Right arm open to the side. Inhale up an inch. And exhale down an inch. Inhale up an inch. Exhale down an inch. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale up an inch. Exhale down an inch. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Lower down the hand, lower down the knee. And just sway the hips side to side. And maybe close your eyes, feel what your body is feeling. And slowly center yourself. Gonna curl the toes under and lift up the hips, downward facing. Again, you're gonna rise on your toes so your heels are lifted high. Exhale, lower down the heels. Inhale, lift the heels higher. And exhale, lower down the heels. 3 more. Inhale, heels are high. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale. Exhale. From here, you're going to bend the knees, gaze toward your thumbs, and slowly tippy toes forward. Inhale, hands halfway up onto your knees, shine your heart forward, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, gonna circle the fingertips up, gaze toward the ceiling. Exhale, slowly circle the fingertips down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Gonna do 2 more sun salutations. Surya Namaskar. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, circle down. Hinge forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Last one. Inhale, root to rise, circling up. Exhale, slowly swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Gonna relax the fingertips onto the mat. Step the right foot back, all the way back. That's right. So right heel is high, your right toes are down. Inhale, arms lifted toward the ceiling. Exhale, gonna circle the left arm and bring it up. Slowly circle the right arm behind and bring it up. And circle the other hand. Make that circular motion. Bring your mobility back to your shoulders. Move at your own with the awareness of which side of the shoulder may be more mobile. One more on each side. Last one. Nice. Slowly gonna lower down both hands onto the floor. Big step. Gonna bring the left foot back, all the way back. High plank. So your hips are not too high. Gonna lower down the knees and lower down your chest. Inhale for cobra and exhale, downward facing. Push your hips up toward the ceiling. Press your heels down a bit to stretch out the back of the legs. One more deep breath here in your downward facing. And slowly gonna bend the knees, gonna tippy toes forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Gonna relax the fingertips onto the mat. Now gonna step the left foot back, all the way back. Left heel is lifted high. Left toes press into the mat. Inhale, arms lifted toward the ceiling. Exhale, circle the right hand behind and bring it up. And the other side, left arm circling. And right side. Left side, one at a time, to notice the difference of the mobility on each side of your shoulders. One more on each side. Last one. Nice. Let's lower down the hands onto the floor. Big step. Bring the right foot back. Come to your high plank. Hips are not too high. Gonna lower down the knees and lower down the chest. Inhale for cobra or upward facing, stretch up all the way. And exhale, downward facing. Take 2 deep breaths here in your downward facing. Spread the fingers apart a little bit more, like you're making white spider webs here with your fingertips. Now inhale, right leg lifted high. Gonna gaze toward your thumbs. And exhale, gaze toward your toes, right heel down. Inhale, the same side of the leg lifted, gaze forward. And exhale, lower down, gaze back. Few more, the same side on the right side, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower it down. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. We'll just bend the knees and untuck the toes, resting the hands on the side. Just give the wrist a little breather here. Nice. Let's come back. Come back to your tabletop. Gonna curl the toes under and lift up the hips, downward facing. The left side of the legs. So inhale, left leg lifted high, gaze forward. And exhale, gaze back, left leg down. Inhale, the same side. Exhale, down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, down. So you're changing the gaze with this flow. When you lift up, you're gazing forward. And exhale, gaze back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Gazing back. Gonna bend the knees. Gonna open up the knees a little bit wider. Point the toes in and lean the hips back. Resting your forehead. Resting your elbows. Feel lots of softness around the hips region. And perhaps noticing how's your breath flow. How's your prana, that life force? Breath in, breath out. One more deep breath here. And slowly gonna walk the hands in toward the knees. I'm going to bring the knees together. Hands beside your knees. Going to do some flossing with your knees. Inhale, lifting up your knees. And exhale, lower them down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Very nice. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And from here, come back to your tabletop position. Have the knees underneath of the hips. Gonna curl the toes under and lift up the hips, downward facing. From this downward facing, going to just lift up the right hand, pointing toward the right heel. So you're really pushing the front hand into the mat. Like you're trying to reach something behind your right heel. One more deep breath here. Gonna switch, right hand back. Gonna point the left hand to the back. The balancing and strengthening pose. One more deep breath here. And slowly bring the left hand back. Gonna add on to that. Gonna point the right hand back. Lean the weight to the left side of your body. And going to slowly just tap the right heel and bring it back. Tap that right heel and bring it back. Tap that right heel and bring it back. Two more. It's a little bit fun activities here. Just help you with your balancing and the strength. Nice. Bring the right hand back. And let's point the left hand back. Starting from leaning the weight to the right side. And then lift up the left heel and tap and down. Tap and down. Tap and bring it down. Three more. Last one. Nice. Lower down the hands. Gonna bend the knees, open up the knees wide, pointing the toes in. Gonna lean back and slowly lean forward. Lean back and forward. Few more. Finding that softness around your hips, the strength on your wrists and your shoulders. So one more here. And slowly lean all the way back. Gonna thread the right hand underneath of your left arm and resting the right shoulder onto the mat. Both elbows are relaxed down. I hear the sound of your own breathing as you connect with your breath flow, as you notice more of the oxygen articulating inside of your body. You bring more mind and body awareness to yourself. So switch right hand back and let's thread the left hand underneath. Yeah, resting the left side of your head. Very nice. Try to lower the hips down a bit. If your hips are high up toward the ceiling, try to point the hips toward the heels. Two more deep breaths. And slowly bring the left hand back. And let's come back to that tabletop position. And from here, I'm gonna bend the right knee, kick the right heel up toward the ceiling. I'm gonna wrap the left hand behind. You can either pointing toward the right heel, or if you're able to, grab onto the right foot. If not, just extend toward it. It's still very effective. Two more deep breaths here, finding the wrist strength. And slowly gonna let go, left hand down. I'm gonna bend the left knee, left heel kicked up toward the ceiling. I'm gonna point the right hand back. And if you're able to grab onto it, just bring the hook with your hand and the left foot. Two more deep breaths here. And slowly let go. Relax your hand down. Gonna add on to that stretch. Gonna bend that right knee, right heel kicked up. Gonna bring the left hand wrapped around or just pointing toward it. And inhale, gonna center them, pointing back and left hand forward. And exhale, pointing toward it or grab onto it. Inhale, stretch to open. Exhale, bring them back. Inhale. Exhale, a few more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your hand, relax your knee. And the other side, let's bend the left knee. Right hand either pointing toward it or grab onto the left foot. Gonna let go. Inhale, stretch open. Exhale, pointing them together or grab onto it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Lower down the hand, lower down the knee. Gonna lean back and wrap your hands around your side. Relax the wrist. Relax the forehead down. When you relax your forehead down like this, lots of the neurons in your nerve system getting a little bit deep relaxation. Help you to think a little bit better. Help you to make better decisions by clearing out your mind. Just 2 more deep breaths here. And slowly lift up your chest. We're gonna come to be on our knees. So gonna point the right hand toward the right toes and right heel and lifting up the left arm. I'm gonna switch to the other side. Gaze back, gaze toward your heels. And switch. And switch. You try to push your hips away from the heels. So this is going to be our camel prep. It's a prep for our camel pose. With camel pose, you want to have the hips away from the heels as much as you can. You're strengthening the lower back and your hips. That's right. I'm gonna do one more on each side. Nice. I'm gonna prep a little bit more. Cross your hands up on your chest. I'm gonna just use your back to lean back and bring it back. Slowly lean it down back toward your heels and bring it back to center. 2 more. When you lean down, push the hips away from your heels and lean to center. 2 more. Nice. Gonna come to our camel. So you can bring your hand one at a time to bring yourself to camel. But if you cannot do that, it's totally okay to just pointing toward it. So you can open up your knees a little bit wider, which is easier. So have more space, more stability at your hips to bring yourself to a full camel. Once you can grab onto your heels, you can lean back. 2 more deep breaths here. Very nice. Just keep on lifting up the chest. Relax your head. You want to relax your neck muscles. And slowly release yourself from the camel. Lean forward, come back to the tabletop. And just sway side to side with your hips. Center yourself first. Gonna curl the toes under and lift up the hips. Downward facing. Take 2 deep breaths here. With office job, lots of sitting and typing on the computer or the keyboard. So we want to bring more mobility to our hips and the shoulders. One more deep breath here as you stretch out the back of the legs and the sit bones being stretched. Inhale, right leg going to lift high toward the ceiling. Exhale, big step. Bring the right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, arms lifted toward the ceiling. And exhale, going to pull the fingertips back toward the back heel. So your chin is above that right foot. And with your right knee is 90 degrees bent. Back heel is lifted. So only the back toes are on the floor. One more deep breath here, pulling the fingertips back. And slowly gonna lower down that left hand and lift up the right arm toward the ceiling. Easy twist here. One more deep breath here. Very nice. And slowly lower down that right hand. Big step. Gonna bring that right foot back. Come to your high plank. So keep the hips low, not too high. And drop the knees down. Lower down the chest. Inhale, upward facing. Stretch your chest up. And exhale, downward facing. Take 2 deep breaths here in your downward facing. Gonna do that runner's lunge flow on the left side. Inhale, left leg lifted high. Exhale, big step. Bring the left foot forward between your hands. Keep the right heel lifted. Inhale, arms lifted toward the ceiling. Exhale, gaze down. Point the fingertips back. Anchoring that left foot into the mat. Your chin is above that front foot. Keep that left knee 90 degrees bent. One more deep breath here. Gonna lower down that right hand and lift up the left arm toward the ceiling. Easy twist. One more deep breath here. Feel that elongating sensation. And let's lower down that left hand. Big step, bring the left foot back into your high plank. And slowly lower down the knees, lower down the chest. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take 2 deep breaths here in your downward dog. Notice what you are noticing. Is it more strength? Is it more inner peace? Is it more breath being regulated? And slowly gonna bend the knees, gaze toward your thumbs. Gonna either step one foot at a time, pointing your feet forward, or hop your feet forward. Inhale, hands halfway up onto your knees. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gonna circle up. Gaze toward the ceiling. Exhale, gonna waterfall down with your hands. Inhale, use your fingertips to trace your shin bone up to the knees. Exhale, forward fold. I'm gonna do 2 more of our sun salutation. Surya Namaskar B. Exhale, slowly waterfall down. Inhale, hands slide on the shin bone. Exhale, waterfall down and forward fold. Last one. Inhale, circling up. Gaze up. Exhale, waterfall down. Inhale, hands slide onto the shin bone. Exhale, forward fold. Gonna relax the fingertips onto the mat. I'm gonna cross the shin bone. I'm gonna lower down the hips. So if you want to lower down all the way, that's okay. We're gonna lift up. Inhale, lift back up. And exhale, lower down. You can sit down all the way if you want. I'm gonna, because we're going to lift back up all the way again and slowly lower down. A few more. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale down. One more. Inhale, lifting up the hips, and exhale, lower down. Very nice. Let's straighten out the legs in front of us. We're gonna use our right piece fingers to grab onto the left big toe. I'm gonna lift up the left leg and point the left arm behind you. Doesn't matter how high your left leg is lifted, as long as there's a lift. Feel that elongating sensation throughout your body. One more deep breath here. And slowly center yourself. Gonna have a change of hands. Have the left piece finger grab onto your left big toe and open up the right arm to the side and open up the left leg to the side. Doesn't matter how wide you open, as long as you feel that nice stretch on the hip flexor. You can close your eyes once you find that position and feel what you're feeling. Observe the sensations in your body. One more deep breath here. And slowly gonna bend the left knee, bend the left heel into the right hip flexor, and inhale, stretch it to open. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, very nice. Exhale. Try to lift up your chest. You don't want to slouch your back. Very nice. Bending and stretch. Two more. Bending, stretch, bending, and stretch. And with this bend, going to hug the right shin bone in. Use your right hand to bring that left heel in. And just cradle out the left side of the shin bone. Keep the spine nice and tall. You don't want to do that slouching here. And slowly center yourself. Gonna just step the left heel outside the right hip. Gonna come to a nice twist. Use the right elbow to push that left knee away. I'm gonna bring the left hand behind. Gaze back. Finding that resistance with that right elbow, pushing that left knee. Two more deep breaths here. It's a bit awkward pose. You might find it's not that easy to breathe here, but with any twist, it has that deeper detoxifying effect. One more deep breath here. Nice, slowly release. Gonna come to a counter twist. Bring both hands to where that left heel, the side is. Just lower down your forehead. Counter twist out the tension. Nice. Gonna do it on the other side now. Straighten out the legs. Very nice. So, okay, the opposite hand, the left piece finger, grab onto the right big toe. And lift up the right leg. Point the right arm behind. Either gaze toward the right thumb behind you or close your eyes. Two more deep breaths here. Maybe your right leg can lift up a little bit higher as you have your last second here. Gonna come to center. And change of hand. Right piece finger grab onto the right big toe and open up to the side. You really want to feel that nice stretch on the hip flexors here. Doesn't matter how wide or how high your legs are. It's your own practice here. You're having that nourishing experience for your body. One more deep breath here. I'm gonna bend the knee. So right heel pointing in toward the left hip flexor and slowly stretch to open. Bending in and stretch open. Can we lift up our chest a little bit higher, not slouch? Yeah, very nice. What happens when you slouch is lots of tension being added onto the spine. So actually when you sit up straight, it gives that little stretch and the vertebrae, the space in your vertebrae open up. But you cannot keep straight all the time. So it's okay to slouch a bit and then come back. So you just find that balance. Okay, now I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna come to cradle. So hug that left shin bone, right shin bone in. And cradle it out. So your right knee is in and out. Very nice. Same thing here. Lift up your chest. Very nice. Give the space in your spine, you know, to add that vertebrae fluid into your spine. I'm gonna center yourself first. I'm gonna step the right heel outside the left hip. I'm gonna use some resistance with the left elbow to push against that right knee and swing the right hand behind. Feel deep breath here. With this twist, it gives a little restriction with how you are breathing. So you really want to make that breathing experience fuller. So breathe a little bit deeper here. One more. Nice. Gonna come to counter twist. Release first, and just bring the hands to the other side. Relax your neck muscles. Nice. Gonna slowly center ourselves. Straighten out the legs. Gonna come to lie down. Okay, so I just, okay, this side is fine. So come to lie down. Feet are on the floor. Arms are open wide like T. Palms facing down. I'm gonna slowly inhale, lift up the hips about 2 or 3 inches off the floor, and exhale, lower down the tailbone, but not all the way down, maybe halfway down. Inhale, lifting up all the way, and exhale, slowly halfway down. It's a gentle bridge flow here, very gentle. So noticing which part of your back is supporting you. Gonna have 2 other levels of this bridge flow. So slowly going to gradually adding on to it. Last one here. I'm gonna lower down the hips all the way, hug the knees into your chest, rock side to side. Okay, our level 2 of bridge. So have the feet down, palms facing down, arm in letter T. Gonna inhale, lift up the hips a little bit higher, 2 or 3 inches higher than the previous bridge. And slowly use your tailbone to make circles. Doesn't matter which direction the circle is, as long as there's that circular motion with your hips. One more on this direction. I'm gonna circle the hips the opposite direction. Imagining you're using your tailbone to lead that circle. And noticing which part of your back is supporting you here. And slowly center yourself. Gonna lower down the tailbone gently, one at a time, and going to hug the knees into your chest. Side to side, maybe, to release some tensions on your lower back. Okay, our level 3 of bridge. So lower down the feet, palms facing down, arms in letter T. Inhale, gonna lift up the hips and at least 1 or 2 inches higher than the previous bridge flow. So noticing which part of your back is supporting you here. So it's more of an upper back, not the middle back or the lower back at all. Take 2 deep breaths here. And from here, inhale, gonna kick the right heel up toward the ceiling. And exhale, lower down that right heel. Inhale, gonna kick the left heel up toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower down that left heel. One more on each side. Inhale, right leg kicked up. Exhale, right foot down. Inhale, left leg stretch. Exhale, lower down that left foot. And slowly lower down 1 vertebrae at a time, not dumping the hips all the way. And slowly hug the knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side. Just want to make sure the time is okay. We're good this time. Side to side, release some tensions. Okay, our level 4 bridge flow. So our last one. Gonna lower down the feet. Gonna tippy toes. Walk the feet into your hips. So your heels are lifted high. And inhale, lift up your hips. And exhale, gonna walk the feet in a little bit more toward your hips. So your heels are really high. You're on your tippy toes as high as can be. Tippy toes. One more deep breath here. And notice in which part of your upper back is supporting you here. That little deep tissue massage on your upper back. Nice. Now inhale, gonna kick the right toes up. Exhale, lower down the right toes gently, only the toes, okay? Inhale, left toes kicked up. Exhale, left toes down only. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more on each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, you did it. Lower down the heels. Walk your feet away from your hips first. And slowly lower down the hips. And gonna hug the knees in. Rock side to side. I'm gonna open up the knees like butterfly. Gonna grab onto your feet. So you can either interlace your hands underneath of your toes or just grab onto the inner edge of your feet like how you open a book. And just rock side to side in our butterfly leg. Nice. Gonna let go of the hands. Place your hands above your head. Inhale, stretch your legs to open. And exhale, bend the knees out. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bending the knees out. Inhale. Exhale, 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale. Exhale, reach your hands toward your toes. Maybe rock side to side. Gently gonna lower down the heels. Gonna place the left heel on top of your right knee. Gonna have your arms in cactus, elbows bent 90 degrees, palms facing up, elbows on the side of your shoulders. So just relax your elbows, relax your shoulders here. And windshield wiper out the legs, side to side. Last one. And slowly center yourself. Inhale, lifting up the right heel. So the bottom heel is lifted, and exhale, lower down that right foot. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gonna stretch the right leg. So your left heel is still on your right knee or your right thigh. Gonna bend that right knee and stretch. Bending that right knee and stretch. Bending and stretch. Two more. Bending, stretch. Bending and stretch. Very nice. Lower down that right foot. Let's lower down the left foot as well. Let's switch. Right heel on top of the left knee and windshield wiper out your knees and your hips. Feeling lots of softness around the hips. As you build all those tensions in your hips, not in one day, maybe it's accumulated over many years. So it won't take only one day to just take away all the tensions. But it's that awareness you built through the practice one at a time, one class at a time. You're going to use that awareness when you do find some tensions at your hips, and you release the tensions once you are aware of that tension. Okay, center ourselves. Inhale, lifting up the bottom foot, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Sorry, I forgot to change the position of your arms. So if you don't want to have the elbows cactus, you can have your arms straighten out above your head or onto the side, whichever way you want to stretch out your arms. And from here, going to, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. Okay, let's lift up the left leg. I'm gonna bend the knees. Stretch the left leg and bend. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lower down both feet and hug the knees into our chest. Rock side to side. Give your lower back a nice little massage. Nice. Gonna center our knees. Gonna just roll over to the right side of your body and use your head as a pillow, resting your head onto your right bicep. Just come to this comfortable side position. Shoulders are relaxed. Neck muscles are soft. Hips are soft. One more deep breath here. And slowly use your left hand to push yourself up. Gonna come to a seated position with your legs in diamond shape. And then someone has to leave, so this is okay. So this is more of a neck stretching if you're not here. You don't miss too much. So if you need to go, you can go ahead. I'm gonna bring the right hand on top of your left ear. Gonna open up the left arm to the side. So bring the head down toward the right shoulder a little bit more. Inhale, gonna flow the left arm up. And exhale, wave the left hand down. So I think you're making a wave with your left arm. So left side of your arms are so soft. Inhale, flow it up. And exhale, wave it down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the left fingertips pointing down. I'm gonna push the head down toward the right shoulder a little bit more. Really feel that nice neckline stretch on the left side of your neck region. But not overstretch. If you feel there's some painful sensation, just bring it back. Just want to stretch, but not overstretch. And slowly center your neck. I'm gonna do it on the other side. Right hand on top of your left ear. Just bring the head down toward your left shoulder. Inhale, flow the right arm up. And exhale, very soft with your right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that nice stretching sensation on the right side of your neckline. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Point the right fingertips down toward the floor. And lower down the head toward the left shoulder, tiny bit more. But if this is already your max, don't overstretch it. And slowly, take it slow, slowly center yourself. Relax your hands onto your laps. Inhale, right arm lifted toward the ceiling, gaze up. And exhale, round your back. Right hand down. Inhale, up, gaze up. And rounding your back. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze toward your belly button or close your eyes. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, gazing toward your belly button. Gonna do one more on each side. Inhale, flow up. Exhale, down, gaze toward your belly button. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Now I'm gonna lift up both arms. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, flow down with your arms, gaze down. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. This is our seated cat and cow. So with the cat and cow is more of that neck stretch and spine stretch, and with your arms changing with seated, it's a different sensations in the body. Nice. And slowly centering yourself. Gonna bring the heels in, come to a crossed leg seated position, or you can stack your shin bone if that's your practice. Gonna bring the hands hard center. Inhale, let's stretch up. Exhale, open up your arms. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, bring your hands heart center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, lean forward, gather the love and the blessing, and exhale, bring them back to your heart center. Last one. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, bring everything back to your heart center. Lots of self-love, lots of self-care, lots of self-nourishment. And bow to yourself. Thank yourself for making this precious time being here from my light to your light. Namaste. Good job, everyone. Thank you.